Authorities have moved from a search and rescue operation to a grim recovery effort, saying there are no survivors. It comes after a commercial airline collided with a helicopter midair while approaching Reagan National Airport.
Crash. This is Alert 3. Crash.
A live stream from an EarthCam web camera capturing the moment of impact. A fireball lighting up the sky. Both aircrafts then crashing into the Potomac River, making rescue efforts difficult.
Despite all those efforts, we are now at a point where we are switching from a rescue operation to a recovery operation. At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors.
It happened just after 8:45 last night. Authorities say the jet was inbound from Wichita, Kansas, and making its final approach to Reagan with 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board. Officials say an additional 3 Army soldiers were on the Black Hawk.
From the Department of Transportation and FAA's perspective, we are going to offer full support to those on the ground, to the mayor, but also to the NTSB, who is going to be conducting the investigation in this matter.
Ari Schulman was driving home when he looked up and saw the plane falling from the sky.
It was illuminated bright yellow underneath, and there was a spray of sparks on the underside of the plane, and I knew something was wrong because it was very, very close to the ground. It was maybe 80 or 100 feet above the ground, banked all the way to the right.
The investigation now underway as officials try to determine what happened. American Airlines CEO responding to the tragedy overnight.
I'd like to express our deep sorrow about these events.
Now, right behind me, you can see Reagan National Airport. The CEO of the airport says it's expected to remain closed until at least 11 a.m. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah. Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And let me just grab this quick scripture right here. I'm driving, so Lakia, bear with me. This is Jeremiah 49:7, concerning Edom, which that's the biblical nationality of the so-called white man. The Edomites were Esau, Idumeans in the Greek. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Because you have to think, like, with all this satellite shit Esau got, he's, license plate readers, he's got a goddamn camera everywhere watching everybody. You have all this tech, and the tech in that big ass helicopter that you spend billions of dollars on couldn't detect that it's flying into a fucking plane, right? So it's really like a stain on the U.S., man, because also, me speaking as a man, when you think about it, Esau trying to transport who they're calling the immigrants in these fucking military airplanes and shit like that. And here you go, you got a stain on you like this right here with a damn helicopter. One of your army military helicopters flying into a damn airplane and it's in clear sight. So what was he, texting and flying? You know what I'm saying? But it is actually just stupid looking. You know what I'm saying? It makes America look real stupid, man. Real dumb. Trump, he gets up there, of course. It could have been avoided. Yeah, you think? It should have been avoided. Because them Black Hawk helicopters is not cheap. Them shits, them always got everything on there, man. So they're looking doofy as hell right now. And then, again, like I said, that Galatians 6 and 7 talks about be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And so Esau has been sowing a lot of, especially with Trump, just this guy ain't been there 2 weeks, man. And he's been sowing a lot of bullshit. And I, like I said again, me speaking as a man, that's like an omen, man. You know what I'm saying? Your damn Black Hawk fall out of the sky along with your airplanes, with your civilians on it, while you trying to use, those same means to deport people out of this country. And you're not even, they're talking about, of course, the hardened criminals. But man, they locking people up. I just done a lesson yesterday. They locked a family up for speaking Spanish, and they born here. Matter of fact, they they talking about getting rid of the Navajo Indians and everything, man. So it's pretty. I just found it ironic that the same means that you're trying to remove these people, you looking stupid, and it happened at Ronald Reagan airport. And Trump's supposed to be, they talking about Trump, they comparing Trump really to Reagan, like he's the greatest president since Reagan. That bullshit. So, we're not feeling sorry over this way for your plane crash. And we'll see who was all on there, which I'm thinking was more than likely some damn Edomites. You might see, a Negro or two, possibly. I highly doubt if you'll see any, so-called Hispanics on there. But, you might see a Negro or two. But them probably more than likely all Edomites, man. And we'll see. We'll see. They should be coming with a little bit more, when they pop up those pictures. A family of 5, a family of 3, that type of shit. So, but again, we're not feeling sorry. And see, Esau shows no mercy. And that's why people don't feel sorry, for his ass when shit happens, man. Really, in reality. I mean, like, how stupid, like, what you got going on that you didn't see that big ass plane? Crazy. Like, I'm driving right now in a vehicle that has sensors on it that'll detect when you're swerving, when you're getting too close to something, you know what I'm saying, collision activated type of deal. And you trying to tell me that's not on a $1 billion Black Hawk helicopter? So we know that that's all from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because the Lord is the one that, kills and makes alive, and he wounds and he heals. He says there's no God with him, and neither is there any that can deliver you out of his hand. So we know that all that was by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai anyway. Those spirits of vengeance. That's in Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, or it's a book of Sirach, chapter 39, starting at verse 28. He created spirits of vengeance to appease his wrath. Because the Lord is not happy with you Edomites, man, and the shit that y'all doing right now. Real shameful spewing is on you. You're looking stupid as hell on the planet. You're doing a lot of wicked shit, and you're doing it against the children of Israel. You're just taking shit way too far. And he's going to take it even further, man. But you got these California fires going on. You still got the hurricane victims, living in squalor. They ain't even fixed up North Carolina with them down. Hey, them people down there living in tents and shit right now in this cold ass winter. He went down there, flew out there and made a little statement the other day, looking stupid. Some Edomites in the backdrop looking stupid. He's not going to do nothing. That was all appearance. That was just for show. It's not going to do nothing for your ass right off. Then Joe Biden left out of there. He was talking about giving y'all asses $700. Then Trump flies to California with the wildfire shit after Biden talked about giving them $700. He went out there and made an appearance. But he's not about to do nothing, man. But he's dropping all these executive orders. He's cutting fucking federal funding for certain shit. He's just doing all kinds of shit. All that pride. And the scriptures talks about how pride comes before a fall. And America is really I mean, that plane and helicopter crash, that's the example of the fall of America. Really, in reality. That's the perfect example of this place caving, man. So I didn't want to keep it long. I seen this and I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? I seen it last night on TV as soon as it happened. But we try and wait to see, we can get some information. So, I'm sure it'll be still more, of course, it's going to be more and more information that's going to be coming out on this. Who was at fault? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Because I really can't see. You think that helicopter would take over automatically on its own before it will, collide with something like that? Because that damn plane was just taking off. Like, what are you doing? You think that helicopter, as much as them helicopters cost, that helicopter would have picked up or detected that it's something in the area of? Come on, bro. But that just shows you. They got Too Short's brother was killed. Somebody tried to rob his ass and killed him. But anyway, that's another story. But let me see what they got on this one. Slovakia. So maybe they got a little bit more. I don't want to play too much of this though.
In the coming days, of course, we expect to hear a lot more about safety surrounding passenger planes and helicopters.
I want to bring in Sky reporter Tammy Rose. Tammy, you work every single day in a helicopter. What's it like flying close to airports?
You know, frankly, it can be scary at times, especially in busy airspaces like Reagan International Airport, which is very similar to Hobby's airspace. So when the pilot comes in, the first thing that he does is he checks the conditions at our airport as well as surrounding airports to make sure that there are no TFRs. The visibility is good, the ceilings are good, the winds are good, and if anything looks out of place, we stay grounded like we are today. Jeff?
All right, well, what precautions do you take, or you have to take, when you're flying around other aircraft, like the situation there in Washington, D.C.?
Well, basically, it's the pilot's job to see and avoid, and that is basically keeping a safe distance between them and the next aircraft. And here at Abhi's airport, you take direction from the tower. Now, in general terms, about 1,000 feet for aircraft and about 3 miles, but that all can change depending on controlled airspace, like here at Hobby Airport.
And of course, Tammy, we know from the video and from officials that, you know, this was obviously at night, right? You fly in helicopters all the time. Are you a little more nervous at night? I heard, you know, something about night vision with that particular aircraft, the helicopter, the Black Hawk. I don't know if that relates to you or not, but are you more nervous at night? Is it different flying at night, different protocols?
Well, you know, I am the second pair of eyes for Sky I-13. Number one job is to be a co-pilot. And a lot of people don't realize that we separate our positions here at Sky I-13. There's a pilot and there's a reporter. And I don't know if you remember a couple of months ago, obviously we had our own helicopter crash with that helicopter where they slammed into an antenna, and those were in nighttime conditions. Right. And here at the tower, asking the pilot if they're seeing or spotting other aircraft. And while that pilot was looking at other aircraft, can sometimes get a bit distracted. So the conditions are limited. You know, when you're flying at night, it's a little bit more dangerous. So you want to make sure that you see and avoid at all times. That's the pilot's response.
Okay, enough of that. Hey, we say it all the time, man. Everything that Esau comes up with is destructive, man. He'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying, this is one of his greatest inventions. You know, they're able to get places faster. You know, this is the new technology. This is the future, all that bullshit. That's why the scripture says to never trust thine enemy, though he humble himself and go crouching. That's what he does. He humbles himself. He gets on TV. He talks about this is the next new innovation. And he gets to, you know, pumping people's head up as if, this is going to be great. You know? But everything that he puts together has got death attracted to it, man. It's like his freeways and his highways. I mention that shit all the time. And those freeways, motherfuckers driving at 70, 80 miles an hour while they're doing makeup, motherfuckers eating a McMuffin, you know, sipping on coffee. They turn it around trying to get the kids together and all that shit. Damn car flip over. Motherfucking 18-wheeler with gasoline in it explodes. That's one of his inventions that he pushed on the world as if it was just going to make everything so much better. Yeah, can you get somewhere quicker? Yeah, but you putting your life in jeopardy even trying to fuck with it. This man is not, you know, he's not as smart as he's proclaiming to be. See? He has fooled the world into thinking that he's just this genius, man. But the shit this guy put together, I don't care what it is. You can think of anything that he puts together, even with this phone that I'm doing this video on. Or fuck your ass up with some radiation or something. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this guy, this guy could have been flying a damn helicopter on his cell phone. You know? Because he's more in control of the helicopter than you can be in control of an airplane. That airplane is just gonna, you know, it's headed straight. You can make maybe a swerve, but it's not gonna be as quick as a helicopter, because a helicopter is a lot more maneuverable. So ain't no telling what that guy was doing. It's just like the police officer the other day crashes into the back of this lady's car in the damn police cruiser while he's looking at porn on his phone. Then he tried to lie about it, talking about his brakes locked up. And then they investigated, found out what was going on. He resigned, looking stupid and doofy as hell. But this man's creations are chaotically destructive, man. Can't get around it. So I'm at my location here. I just wanted to just chop something up on this real quick, because like I said again, Trump, of course, no condolences to the family. He's just like, oh yeah, well, it could have been avoided. God be with you. Like, what God? You didn't even put your hand on the Bible swearing in, man, at your inauguration. The hell out of here. But anyway, like I said again, man, this place is through. It's destructive as hell. Never trust Esau and his systems or anything that he got going, man. The scriptures talks about using this world and not abusing it. So we get up, we get our daily bread, we do what we have to do, and that's that with that, man. We keep it moving from there, man. Right? So with that, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, and a Baba Ball.